What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reggie Black, and we're back with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, Combat Sports has just had its mic drop. You don't know what I'm talking about? Today, as of recording this video, the UFC just signed a historic $7.7 billion deal with Paramount Plus and CBS that's going to blow up the way we've been watching fights for decades. And yes, the PPV pay-per-view model dead. By 2026, it's gone. Let's break down what this means for fighters, fans, and the entire fight game. And we're going to read the contract, the details of the contract. This is on Yahoo Sports. So it says, Paramount has acquired the U.S. rights to UFC with a 7-year deal that begins in 2026. The deal is worth $7.7 billion and makes Paramount Plus the exclusive home of UFC 13 marquee events as well as 30 fight nights, with select number events simulcast, might say that wrong, excuse me, but basically broadcast on CBS. While the average annual value of the deal is $1.1 million, the contract's payment schedule is weighted towards the deal's back end. Okay? In the official news release, Paramount indicated that it intends to explore UFC rights outside of the U.S. as they become available in the future. So basically, what does this mean? It means the UFC fights will no longer be on pay-per-view. And then this is a big thing. Paramount would not charge users for any additional fees for access to UFC events, making the shift from the PPV model, pay-per-view model, that is currently in place for premium UFC events on ESPN+. Fans will automatically get UFC's number fights by signing up for Paramount Plus and paying one of the streaming platform flat monthly fees. I think this is huge, and I will say that why. Okay. Now we're going to talk about Paramount Plus subscription. For those that don't know how much, there are two tiers of Paramount Plus. There's a premium and essential. Both plans are offered monthly and annual basis, with annual subscriptions offered at a slightly discounted rate. So Paramount Plus Premium, you're either paying $12.99 a month or $119.99 for a year. And then for Paramount Plus Essential, you're either paying $7.99 a month or $59.99 a year. Either way, this is way better than what WWE is going to ESPN for. ESPN charges flatly $30 every month. And if you're trying to pay for a year, you're paying $300 almost a year. It's crazy to even think about it. But that's where we are with this. And it's crazy because I just made a video about WWE moving to ESPN. And I posted something on IG. I said, maturing is realized the WWE network was the greatest investment WWE had ever made. And I don't know what happened to it, per se, but yeah, I said maturing is realized that the WWE network is the greatest investment WWE ever made. And I said that, and then Lord behold, UFC made the greatest investment Baker ever made. And we're going to read something Dana White posted on Twitter. He said, this historic deal with Paramount and CBS is incredible for UFC fans and our athletes. For the first time ever, fans in the U.S. will have access to all UFC content without a pay-per-view model, making it more affordable, yes, and more accessible to view the greatest fights on a massive platform. This deal puts UFC among the biggest sports in the world. The exposures provided by the Paramount and CBS networks under this new structure is a huge win for our athletes and anyone who watches it and loves this sport. Absolutely right by Dana White. And everybody remember, for decades, UFC's bread and butter was that $80 plus tax pay-per-view model. If you wanted to watch a McGregor, a Khabib, or even Amanda Nunes throw hands, you had to cough up that cash. Now, next year, it will become way more affordable, and that means UFC events will pull in way more eyeballs, and not just from die-hard fans, but we're talking about the casual viewers, families, and people who never even want to drop that pay-per-view money. I read what Dana said about the exposure, but I will say this: there is a flip side. With no pay-per-view revenue, the question becomes, how does fighter pay change? Will fighters actually see more money, or will there be another corporate bag where the top execs cash in while mid-tier fighters get the same checks? Bottom line is that, love it or hate it, this is the biggest shift in UFC history. So there's going to be no more scrambling for dodgy streams, no more paying $80 for a fight card with only one good match. The sport is about to be everywhere, and that could mean more fans, more fighters, and more dramas. For UFC fans, is this the best thing that Dana White has ever done? Or is this the end of pay-per-view, the end of an era? So I want you to drop your thoughts in the comments, honestly. But long story short, this is great for Dana White. This is great for UFC. Them leaving ESPN was probably the greatest thing they was going to do. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not paying $30 a month for a one good fight type of stream. I'm just not. And the fact that it's going to be on Paramount Plus, where you can pay less than what ESPN is already paying, trying to get you to pay, is amazing. It's a genius move. And I give TKO this credit because they could have easily said, hey, we got WWE on ESPN. Was that always the goal? But they TKO is all about that money. So whoever's going to give them the largest money, they're going to give them the largest money. Hey, I wish they would have waited for Paramount Plus to give them that contract. Because I think easily Paramount Plus would have paid a boatload some of the money for WWE. But unfortunately, ESPN came calling first. And I think for Paramount, they had their eyes focused on UFC. They seen how UFC attract people. They seen how fighting attracts people. So I think for Paramount, I think this is the deal that they always wanted. And for USC, USC and TKO, they was going to go where the money chases. And at the end of the day, money talks, bullshit walks. So, I mean, this is a great deal for USC. This is a great deal for TKO. This is a great investment by Paramount. Unfortunately, I might have to become a UFC fan again. I haven't watched UFC in a long time because it was never on. It was always on pay-per-view, but it was on a streaming website that I wasn't afforded to watch. I don't have $30 to pay for ESPN Plus every month. I don't have $30. With Paramount Plus, I could buy it for that 1 month and watch all the shows on Paramount Plus. And I could get a deal, like how Peacock gives you deals sometimes. So this is amazing for Paramount Plus. And I might have to become a UFC fan. As unfortunate as it's saying that, I might have to become a UFC fan. Because I always was a WWE fan first, UFC second. But the way WWE is selling their soul to ESPN, it's crazy. And I'm not even going to say selling their soul, but the way they're just going where the money's going, I mean, it's reasonable. They're going for the money, but going to a network that charges $30, the only way I could see this being worked out is if ESPN dropped their monthly subscription fee from $30 to like $15. Is $15 still a lot? Yes, but you're paying that on Netflix. You're paying $15.49 on Netflix, so. And people are still paying that just to watch Raw. So, I'm not paying that, but people are just still paying that. But, yeah, if y'all haven't heard the big news, a $7.7 billion deal between UFC and TKO and Paramount to produce all UFC content in on Paramount and Paramount Plus, basically. But Paramount Plus, just to be specific. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're brand new. And I'm out. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.